Hello YouTube family, it's Jordan Kenchen, and today's topic, I'll be talking about my top 5 restaurants in Richmond, Virginia and surrounding areas. At number 5, we're gonna start off with something that I've received a lot of backlash talking about this place. It's received a lot of backlash in of itself, but Ruth Steakhouse, the chain steakhouse. I don't know why it's been receiving so much hate lately. I guess because entertainers have been kind of oversaturating this place for years to pass. But the food is amazing. Now, granted, every Ruth Chris is different, right? They have locations all over America. But for me, Richmond has the best location that I've been to in America. Why? It has this southern charm about it. A lot of people don't know that it is in an ex-slave house, so keep that in mind when you go there. It definitely still has the decorum of a slave house, but they're one of the few places that have sweet tea. And my go-to order for Ruth Chris, I'm gonna get a New York strip, or I'm gonna get that stuffed chicken breast. I try to recreate that stuffed chicken breast every time, but I can't quite get it like Ruth Chris. So that's gonna be my main entree. Then I'm gonna go with that lobster mac and cheese as my first side. You gotta get the lobster one. The regular one just doesn't live up to the same as the lobster one. You're gonna pay a little bit more, but it's worth it. You're going to Ruth Chris. We're not caring about a price here, people. Next thing, it's a staple. You can't go to Ruth Chris and not get the sweet potato casserole. If you're a sweets person, even if you're not a sweets person, I think this thing would make you a sweets person. That is just, I don't know, they just get it right every single time. I've never had a bad sweet potato casserole from Ruth Chris. They've added a new menu item. It's the lava cake, the chocolate lava cake. Oh my God, every time I'm going as a recent, I find myself getting this. I go to Ruth Chris sometimes just to get that lava cake now. It is that darn good. Yes, they make it in-house, so it's not that little easy bake kind of cake that you're used to. This is made fresh in-house, and it's amazing with some vanilla ice cream on the side of it. All right, next, we're going with another chain steakhouse. It's Pairings Steakhouse. Yes, they have them all over. I think they originate in Dallas. If I'm not mistaken, they originate in Dallas, but they have them all over. We managed to get one in Richmond about 2 to 3 years ago. So I did a review on this place actually about a year ago. If you go on my TikTok page, you'll go and see that. It's located right in Short Pump. They're most known for that pork chop. The pork chop is like the staple thing to get. But I don't eat pork anymore, and I know a lot of people out there don't eat pork. So if I was to recommend a substitute for it, it would be the sea bass. If you don't eat fish, this is something that it'll probably get you to eat fish. They do like this nice red pepper sauce at the bottom of it. It's not spicy, it just adds a little bit of smokiness to that sea bass. Please check that out. They have a phenomenal happy hour where you get $9 drinks, and they do, of course, discounted bar bites. So they actually have little versions of those pork chops where they do like the pork chop bites. So you can kind of sample it out right there. They have a phenomenal, pretty basic shrimp cocktail, but I love how theirs is served. Just everything there is great. I will say, I don't go to Pairings to get steak. That's just me. But everything else, and they have, you haven't heard of this, but they have fried asparagus. Fried asparagus. What the fuck? I know. Number 3 on this list. I'm gonna get in my bag here. All right, we're going into some sleeper ones. Grotta. This is an Italian restaurant located in the heart of Richmond, downtown Richmond. right across from that Marriott, if you know what I'm talking about. This place, oh man, like they just do Italian right. The family is a nice Italian family. I got a chance to meet the owner's wife. She's a phenomenal woman, just down to earth, one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And honestly, meeting her just made me fall in love with the restaurant. But I did a review on my TikTok. Please go check that out. It blew up. But one of my favorite things to get, they have this spicy pasta, right? And they throw in these scallops, they throw in this shrimp. It's just amazing. Now, this is Italian. So what I'm gonna do, it's a 3-course wine menu. Then they pair the wine with whatever appetizer, entree, and dessert you're gonna get, right? That's the only way to do this place right. They do offer 3, 4, and 5-course menus, but it doesn't come with the wine pairing. You gotta get the wine pairing, people. We're trying to have some fun here. Another thing, the tiramisu. I thought I knew what tiramisu was until they gave me their version of tiramisu, right? I don't know if it's more traditional than what I've had before, because again, I thought I knew what tiramisu was, but there's almost like a cake. They leave those lady fingers in there soaked in the espresso, and they have this espresso cream that the whole thing just kind of melts into your mouth. The bread service, it's iffy. I would go without the bread service, but those 2 items alone put this so high on the list. And Italian wines is my favorite wines to get, next to Napa Valley. So I'm a little bit biased. Number 2, another sleeper. You may or may not have heard of it, right? It's gonna be the Hard Shell. This is a seafood restaurant. They have 2 locations. One's gonna be in Chesterfield, right next to Ruth Chris. The other one, downtown Richmond. Now, you go to the Hard Shell, you could go for happy hour if you want to. They have a great happy hour. I get those mussels, absolutely amazing. They knock it out the park every time. They have spiced shrimp for those that want to be a little bit basic. They have shrimp cocktail, absolutely amazing. They have a crab dip, absolutely amazing. And they serve it on these crostinis. Oh man, and they butter the crostinis up. Even their house rolls that they give, they butter it up, and I think they put the garlic on there. You gotta get the bread service if you're going to Hard Shell. Now, I will say, they also have some of the best sweet tea out of every restaurant in Richmond. I'm a sweet tea connoisseur. So if you're like me and you love sweet tea, the Hard Shell, they'll get you right with that. But the reason why this place is so high, I have a favorite fish of mine, and it's rockfish. And you can't really get this fish everywhere, right? It's more of a regional thing. But Hard Shell, they have this dish where they serve the rockfish, and they put in these dates, and they put in these Brussels sprouts, and they put in the balsamic vinegar, and they have the mashed potatoes with it. It just has my mouth watering right now thinking about it. It's one of my favorite dishes to get out of everywhere in Richmond. Again, I'm impartial because rockfish is one of my favorite fish to get, but they also have my second favorite fish to get, which is mahi. You can't go wrong with either dish, but you gotta get that rockfish. I'm telling you that right now. Now, my number 1 all-time favorite place in Richmond, Virginia. This is a Richmond staple, people. Bookbinders. Now, everyone talks about me naming these chain steakhouse restaurants. Okay, but Bookbinders, this is not a chain steakhouse. It's here, right here in Richmond. That's the only place you're gonna get it, right? Bookbinders is one of those places where anything you get on the menu, you cannot go wrong with. They do everything right. From the steak, from the seafood, to the happy hour, to the bread service. I mean, everything is right at Bookbinders. Here's a couple of things that I love to get, right? So, for happy hour, my favorite thing to get is that lobster roll. One of my favorite lobster rolls I've ever gotten, next to Restoration Hardware, which is not in Richmond, Virginia, but it comes to a close second. I just wish they gave you more because it is that freaking good. Of course, you got it in a nice buttery roll, and they do like the lobster kind of salad for the lobster roll, so it's served in that white sauce base. It's not gonna be the warm one that you would get in Maine, all right? So this is gonna be that, again, nice creamy lobster roll. You gotta get it. They serve it with fries. You might wanna get two. It's that good. But the only thing is the portion is just too small. The crab cakes, another thing that's just phenomenal. It's gonna be, again, pretty small portion, but you know it's good quality crab being served in those crab cakes. They're gonna give you nice slice of lemon. Ask for two. Definitely, you're gonna need it. That Cajun remoulade that they put on the side of it, man, that thing is gone in 5 seconds. It's just that good. And for an entree, you wanna get the seafood pasta. I mean, I can't tell you everything they have in it. I think it's shrimp, a little bit of crab, I think a little bit of lobster if I'm not mistaken. Definitely some tomatoes in it, but forget about what it has in it, right? You're not even gonna think about it. Just as soon as it touches your lips, as soon as you get that first bite, you're gonna fall in love. I mean, it blew me away with just how well they did that pasta. Again, the crab cakes is amazing. My favorite cut of steak to get is gonna be a New York strip, but they also have your more fattier pieces like a ribeye. You can't go wrong with it. Sides, pretty standard sides for a steakhouse. You got your mashed potatoes, things of that nature. But look, forget all that. Get the stuff that I told you to get, all right? And you're gonna have a great time, I promise. And let me not forget this. They have probably the best old-fashioned, if you're an old-fashioned person like me, I think they have the best old-fashioned in Richmond. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Them and Pairings, they do pretty great old-fashions. So if you're looking for a drink to pair everything with, get that old-fashioned. And that is my top 5 restaurants in Richmond, Virginia. I gave you some that's in Richmond. I gave you some that's in surrounding areas. Really, you're only going about 20 minutes outside of the city. It's all Richmond, people. Richmond is a dot, all right? You will live. If you have any other suggestions for places that you love, please put it in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Love you. And yeah, that's my favorite restaurants. I hope you enjoy the list.